What's up, internet? Current 1776 here with another test video for you. We got this product in a couple months ago, and I finally got the opportunity to use it this weekend, and I was impressed by it. I definitely want to share it with you guys, get your thoughts on it. I had to go to the lumber yard and get some lumber this weekend, and I was like, hey, I got this product. I won't have to use ratchet straps, and it worked awesome. It's called Simple Strap. Got different sizes of it, different colors, but this is a quick, easy, and very painless alternative to using ratchet straps. Sometimes ratchet straps drive me freaking nuts. I'm not very good about putting them away neatly, so they're always tangled up. Sometimes they're too long for what I really need, so I got a lot of extra that I gotta tie away. Sometimes they're too short and I can't use them at all. They're just a pain in the butt sometimes. Basically what I did was I was able to bundle up my lumber, put this strap around it. It held my lumber tight together, and then I was able to just strap it simply to the side of my my rack, and then I didn't have to worry about the lumber shifting back and forth on the tailgate. So it got me to thinking, well, what else can I do with this thing? So I'm gonna test a few things out with it and share it with you guys, see what you think. Oh yeah, if you hear a tractor in the background, it's because it's Steve's job to cut the grass today. Don't you like his hat? Old Steve-O. So this rubber here is very stretchy. It's stretchy, right? And when it's under a little bit of tension and it's on itself, it bonds to itself very well. Works great for strapping down kayaks to a roof rack, really strapping down anything to a roof rack, strapping down piping. Sometimes piping can be a pain because strapping round to round, they tend to shift, so you can wrap around pipe really well with this. Round to flat things, so a piece of pipe onto a board will work fine. You can cut it to length. As you can see, I got a short piece here. This is actually the piece I used this weekend. There's a couple different sizes. You've got a heavy duty strap here, which is a little bit thicker than this one. I think this has a 800-pound brake strength. This has a 1,000-pound brake strength, but they work the same way. First test, I'm going to see if I can strap this shovel here to this bar on the side-by-side. Just want to strap it here like so, and see how it does. So the first thing you want to do, the first wrap is the critical wrap. When you go around something, you want to put a little bit of tension on it and then wrap it onto itself, and it will bond to itself, but it's not sticky. So don't confuse it with being sticky. It's when it's in stretch onto itself, it's the same surface, it bonds to it. That's about the simplest way I can put it. So as an example, I'm just going to wrap it around this bar right here. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to stretch it, put it on itself, and as you can see, it's not coming loose. And I'm just on this one little part right here. I haven't gone all the way around. So right here's my tag end. I'm just right here at the tag end. I haven't even wrapped it completely around, and as you can see, it's holding, right? So when you're wrapped around, then you're ready to strap stuff. Let's see how this works. So now that it's wrapped around itself there, you don't necessarily have to keep it there, right? So now you can go down this like so if you want, or you can stay up high or whatever. But I don't want this thing to shift this way, so I'm gonna go down and around it. So now what you do with your tag end, you don't have to tie any knots. There's no special things that you have to do. All you have to do is tuck it back under itself. That's it. So I'm just going to stretch it, put a couple fingers here to get it around. I can get my arm through the netting there. And all I'm going to do is tuck it under itself. Just like that. Boom. It ain't going nowhere. Pretty freaking cool. So wrapped around itself there, went down, and then all I did was tuck it under itself right here. course, I can move it a little bit that way just because it's round around, but I can't pull that thing off of there. It's not coming off. So this stuff works when it's wet, so to work underwater. When it's dusty, dirty, it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, it's pretty dusty now. So it works really well. What's up, Steve?
What's up?
You cutting grass, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking a break?
Yeah. Get one out there.
So I'm showing people this simple strap, man. See if you can pull it off. Like, see how strong it is.
You're not getting that one off.
Yeah. So no knots, no nothing, no straps, no ratchets down. Here's your water back. No strap, ratchets for straps or anything. And it holds on there pretty good. So that works all right. Let's see how it does strapping a bunch of firewood together. All right, so I got a large piece, a couple cut pieces, so it's all irregular shapes. Let's see how well it straps and holds. So again, bring a piece around, pull it tight, wrap it onto itself. And then when you want to tie it off, just create a loop, pull it up into itself, and it should hold it. I got soot all over me. Oh, soot. I got soot on me. But, yeah. Works pretty good. So, irregular shapes, it works great on. Not coming loose. And then when you want to take it apart, take it loose, grab your tag in. It just comes right off. So you can cut you a piece of this, a short piece of this, and have a way when you're gathering firewood or something, or you're gathering wood, you can strap it all together, tote it out. You don't have to worry about pieces falling off while you're toting it. All right, so it works good for that. So, I mean, I can think of all sorts of uses for this. Like, one thing that I know has been a challenge for my family over the years, when we do go to the beach, and you set up like umbrellas, or you set up like a canopy, and the wind decides to take it and throw it, you know, across a bunch of other families and down the beach, you can run you a sand stake in, and instead of using guy wires going to your stakes, you run a stake in and then wrap this around the leg of the, or the post of the umbrella, or the leg of the canopy. Wrap this around the leg and the stake, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. So I mean, there's tons of possibilities for this. So the next thing I want to try, we got this steel beam here holding up the canopy on the building, and I'm gonna see how far I can stretch it. Just walk away with it. Either it's gonna break or it's gonna come undone at the wrap. So just one wrap, and then we're gonna stretch it out, see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna do one wrap. So I'm gonna come across here. So what's gonna be interesting about this is obviously the only points of contact is gonna be this surface and this surface, because the beam, right? So I'm gonna go around one time to right here. All right, and we're gonna stretch that way. So I'm gonna grab the camera so you guys don't think I'm cutting. I'm gonna get to the end, hopefully without it sliding out of my hand. I'm gonna wrap it around my hand one time so it don't slip out. We're gonna pull this thing and hopefully it's not gonna hit me in the face. It's definitely not slipping at the beam. Oh man, I'm nervous. This is gonna really hurt if it comes off. I'm pulling pretty freaking hard, y'all. I'm almost to the end of this pad. That's probably, I don't know, 20 foot-ish, maybe a little more. Man, this is gonna suck. That thing hits me in the balls. Okay, I'm past it now. I don't want it to break. I really can't hold it anymore. My hands are killing me. My hands is turning purple. I can't break it, y'all. I'm way past the corner. God, please don't break and hit me. God, so apparently I can't pull over 1,000 pounds. I'm gonna let go of it and see how far it goes. Oh! Wow. Okay. So that was only one wrap. Technically it was only on itself here and the back side of that. And I was, see how many steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just say 10. So I was about 30 foot away and I couldn't pull it anymore. So it didn't break. I pulled it as hard as I could pull it. But no, I think it's a great product. I think that there's tons of uses for this. If you need to bind anything together, if you're working on something, building something, and you need something bound together to hold or anything like that, you can use it for that. I mean, heck, if you just had a small piece like this kept in your pack for different uses, like maybe strapping a pack to a tree, strapping anything down, strapping the stakes. If your tent pole breaks, you could use this to bind around the break so you can still use your tent pole. There's tons of uses for this. Also, a little piece like this, you can have a hasty tourniquet out of it. Obviously, it's not designed to be a tourniquet, but I would imagine it'd work pretty good. So I'm gonna strap it to my leg, see if I can feel my toes real quick, and we'll leave it at that. All right, so let's just say this is something that you kept in your pack and you needed a tourniquet and this is all you had. Let's see how well it can go on and stay on, and then I'll give you an idea about how tight I think this thing is. All right, so again, as always, the first wrap, you need to be sure that it's on itself. That's pretty tight. Oh yeah, this would definitely work. So let me create my loop first. So we're gonna come around and then, oh, I can feel my heartbeat in my toe. It through itself, just like that. Yeah, I think it could definitely be used as a tourniquet, a hasty tourniquet, no other way around tourniquet. I'm not suggesting you use this for tourniquet purposes unless you absolutely have to. That's not what it's designed for. But that simple strap, I think, has tons of freaking possibilities. And it's just simple and easy to use. Takes up way less room than a ratchet strap. You can cut it. I think it's freaking awesome. So that's my quick little test of the simple strap. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I think it's a very versatile, very useful tool to have for all sorts of things. Also in the comments, comment down below what you think you could use it for, right? I mean, kayaks, strapping stuff to ladder racks, strapping ladders to things, strapping anything to anything. I think it will work freaking great. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like and comment down below and share with your friends, and I'll see you next week with another test vidya. I'm sure Steve will be on that one too. He won't be cutting grass.